How's it going, everyone? It's Chris here at Figure Out Films, and I am going on a quick Blu-ray hunt to our good old friend Barnesandnoble. They're doing a 50% off Arrow Video, which is my favorite label. So I like to shell out, and now that I moved here to Columbia, Missouri, the Barnes & Noble here actually has a pretty good stock in store. A lot of times I just kind of, become a lazy bum that just orders everything on the desktop and just waits for it to deliver. This time, I'm gonna actually get off my butt and I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble and pick out a few things. I already went there once, and there were some things I wanted, and it's still eating at me. And I will show what I picked up from an order in store that just got delivered yesterday on recording. So come with me today to check out some Barnes & Noble Arrow videos. Let's go. All right, and here we are at Barnes & Noble's. It's a beautiful day. Let's see what they got here. So they got American Gigolo. This is the limited edition Blu-ray set, and that's kind of been the trend, is that all the special editions are Blu-ray. Wrath of the Titans here, Blu-ray. However, we do have a 4K of Carlito's Way. This is the wall of DVDs and emptiness. And is physical media dying? Where is all the movies here? This used to be full of Blu-rays. However, we did find this little cheeky thing sneaking in. It was the Conan double pack on Blu-ray. I don't know if I should get it. I've never really seen these before, but this is the limited edition set. The 4K is out of print. Let me know down in the comments if I should pick this up. And here we have is everything I'm thinking about getting. I think I might get them. Let's see. Let's head home. Let's see what I got. All right, and if you want to go ahead and take advantage of this sale, you can go to the Barnes & Noble website, and you actually, if you're a premium member, you get buy two arrows and you get an arrow tote free, which I did not get because I'm not a premium member. But don't forget to check out the website. You can see all the sales, and even the pre-orders are half off, so check it out. All right, and we are back. Thank you for joining me for going to Barnes & Noble. It was a great time. I was actually there for quite a while. Very stressed on what to get because, seeing things on a catalog on the website is completely different than when you're in person and you see the deals firsthand. There's just something about it. Just going to the store, getting the things you've been wanting, and then seeing more things you didn't think you'd ever see in person, and things maybe you didn't even have interest in, but then now that it's there on sale, it's kind of tempting. That's all the kind of emotion that goes into going to like these Barnes & Noble sales. But I did find quite a few things, some things I spent a lot of time mulling over, and I guess we'll ultimately see what we think in the comments down below. How did I do? Did I do good? Did I do all right? Or did I definitely mess up? So a few things I did pass up that I was kind of questioning if I should get or not was the new Wrath of the Titans, Clash of the Titans box set. I think it hoodwinked a lot of people because it's Clash of the Titans and it's Arrow. We figured it was going to be the original 1980s version, but in actuality, it's the 2010s remakes with the sequel, and they were only on Blu-ray at my store. So it was like $54.99, 50% off. It's like $27. Not a bad deal for two of them on Blu-ray, but there's also a 4K set that was like a couple dollars more, but I'd have to order online. And to be honest, I don't really care for those movies. I think the box set is really cool. I was tempted just because I had the box in hand, but ultimately decided not to take it. And I could probably just get their standard Blu-rays for cheap. I don't know. Did you pick up the Legendary Pictures, produced Wrath of the Titans remakes? Let me know down in the comments. Was it worth waiting to just get the 4K instead of the Blu-ray? I personally didn't think it would be that much of a difference, so I passed on that. I did see Barbarella, the limited edition hardcover box. However, it was the Blu-ray as well. There is a 4K. That's long out of print. However, there is just a standard 4K. I've never seen Barbarella, and I've heard it's kind of like a novelty film. So I kind of passed on it. As someone who likes sci-fi movies, it just didn't seem like something that was worth the money to watch one time and then have it sit on the shelf forever. I don't know. It was the limited edition Blu-ray set, and those are 4K scans. Those are going to look good, and don't let anybody tell you differently. Just because Arrow has Blu-rays and 4Ks now, those Blu-rays I think are still going to be worth it, especially if they're a 4K scan. But let me know down in the comments. Would I like Barbarella? I don't know. It seemed kind of cool. The box set is cool, but I feel like I need to see it before I watch it. Another one that I passed up on that I was really wanting to get, I think it was the right thing to do, was to put it down, was the 4K the 4K slipcover edition of the Mallrats 4K from Kevin Smith. Now, I do like Kevin Smith's work. I've never seen Mallrats, though, and I felt I should probably watch that before I buy it. And I think I made the right call, but let me know down in the comments. It is a bummer, though, because it is not streaming anywhere. You have to pay to stream it. It's not streaming for free on any of the services, so that's kind of a bummer. But that was $25 as a 4K. But some things I did pick up. I'm very excited to have this one. This is the Warrior Standard 4K release. I love the Warriors. This is from Walter Hill, if you've never seen this before. So what the premise of the story is, there's a bunch of gangs in the 1970s, and they're having these gang turf warfare, and finally someone, Cyrus, I believe is his name, decides to call all the gangs of New York from the 5 boroughs to come together and make peace. Can you dig it, sucker? And it's so cool. I think making New York at night look so awesome and badass. You get to see all these gangs try to put their differences aside, but however, Cyrus does get assassinated and nobody knows who it is. And all the gangs, instead of making the peace, they decide it's an all-out war that night. It's fight night. It's everything. It's all these gangs vying for control of New York City, and the Warriors, which is one of the gangs here, they're just trying to get back to their neighborhood. They're just trying to get back to their block, and it's so far out, and they're going down one by one, and they have to fight through all these different gang members and all their turf, and then also have to figure out the mystery of who killed Cyrus. I love this movie. I think this movie is really great. I had the Blu-ray for a long time, and when I heard that this was getting a 4K, this was one I definitely wanted. However, it was so hard to get that limited edition 4K box set, which was gorgeous. That thing is so out of print, including the Blu-ray, that this is basically your only way of getting it, I believe, is through the 4K standard edition. However, you do get the 4K UHD, Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, HDR10. Wow, this is definitely worth the upgrade from that Blu-ray. And it is the theatrical cut, which has usually been a hard one, if I remember correctly, to get. It does not have that director's cut that I don't think many people were a fan of. I could be wrong. Or that limited edition set, I thought maybe got you both of them. I'll have to double check. But The Warriors is a great movie. It has some iconic stuff in this movie, so I had to pick this up. The next thing I picked up, I'm a little hesitant because I haven't seen it yet, but it was there. I just decided, if I don't end up, wanting to keep, I can just return it if I stream it. But I did get Carlito's Way with Al Pacino. This is Brian De Palma. Have not seen this movie, so this is the limited edition 4K set with the hard case. Now, I have not seen it, but I have seen Scarface and Al Pacino, and a lot of people say this is the better version of it. Is it worth the upgrade at $30? I mean, as a blind buy, I'm kind of looking at myself like, Chris, you love Al Pacino, but do you love him this much? I'm getting a little bit more hesitant on buying some of these limited edition box sets, even though the prices sometimes, if you find them on sale, are pretty good. At $30, it's pretty good for a 4K hard case. I feel like, if you buy only these, you're going to be spread pretty thin later on in the year despite the sale. So that's why I'm kind of like, $20, $25, or just 30. I just decided if I want it, it's here. If not, whatever. But yeah, if you've seen Carlito's Way, like I said, this is after the collaboration with Al Pacino and Brian De Palma in Scarface, which I like, I don't love. And this also got a recent studio 4K release, which you can get for about $15. Obviously, Arrow Video, I trust with most 4Ks. I think they're the best in the game when it comes to 4K personally. That I would trust them on this transfer over the studio release. Plus, you get a bunch of bonus features. And what I like about this release is not only is it a limited edition set, but you get the 4K disc and you get the feature and extras on a Blu-ray. So you get the 4K and the Blu-ray on this, which I've said before in the past that I love Arrow for their 4K releases, but man, I hate how you can only get the 4K a lot of times and have to shell out extra if you want the Blu-ray. But this one you get both, which is kind of a nice little deal there. So Carlito's Way, if you've seen it, let me know down in the comments below. Is this worth keeping? Is this worth watching? Next is I got it just in case, because I was out in the wild. You can't really get them. However, I realized that was only the 4K edition, not just this Blu-ray edition. So I don't know. I'm just sitting on it, but let me know how I did. That is the Conan Chronicles limited edition set. I got this at my Barnesandnoble. It's $80. However, with 50% off, that's $40, so $20 each for Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer in a double pack together, housed in this hard case. Now, again, this is the Blu Blu-ray edition of this. This is not the 4K. That thing is so out of print, it's hard to get. It's gonna only go up in price. So the fear was there for maybe to get this. However, you can get them as standard 4K cases as well, which they had there, or you can get the Blu-rays as their standalone limited edition boxes, which is actually more than just the 4K by itself. So $40 for this, I thought this was the best value. However, I've never seen the Conan movies, and I know this is gonna sound really dumb, like why are you spending money on things you may not like or want? But you know what? It's the thrill of the hunt, and also if I want it, it's here, and in a day or so, once a good bet, you know, when you're at Barnes and Noble and all these movies are crowding against you and people are watching you, you're kind of like, I might do it for the clout. I might just have to get it, and that's kind of what happened here. So again, I've never seen the Conan the Barbarian movies. However, I've heard Conan the Barbarian is great because it's rated R and it's bloody and violent and nudity and all that great macho stuff. But then Conan the Destroyer is equally violent and bloody. However, it is a PG movie. Granted, these are 1980s PG movie, so I mean, it's gonna be, there's no PG-13 at this time, so it's gonna push the envelope a little bit. But these are Blu-rays, these are 4K scans of both films, and they come with Dolby Atmos and HDR. Well, because they're 4Ks, they're not gonna have that HDR10, so that blood is not gonna be as red, and those darks are not gonna be as dark. However, I heard people say that the Blu-ray might actually be better because if you're not into the film grain look of the 4Ks, a lot of 4Ks have that natural grain, and the Blu-rays are a little bit more sharper and smooth those over, then maybe this is worth the pickup. However, I do like grain, you know? I like my 4Ks and my darks and my reds looking like, you know, they're pristine. However, I've never seen these movies, and this is a really cool box set, so, you know, pick or choose. And you know what? Maybe if I do keep this, I could sell the Blu-rays and then just buy the individual 4Ks at some point and then still have the hard case. So I don't know. Is that worth keeping and Frankensteining again? Let me know down in the comments below. And finally, this is the one that I ordered, and this is the whole reason I wanted to do this sale, because I love these movies and I love this director so much. That is the Mexico Trilogy. This is newly released, so this comes from Robert Rodriguez, who claimed to fame was Desperado. However, you get all three of his movies. You get El Mariachi, you get Desperado on 4K, and you get Once Upon a Time in Mexico as well in this hard case. This is I'm keeping. I already busted this open because I know I want this. And honestly, this is so cool. I love the cover art in the reversibles of the original posters as well. This is a box set that I was so happy about when it got announced because I love these movies and I don't own them. I had the trashy double pack of the Blu-ray and I didn't like how those looked. And I knew there'd be a trilogy box set, and my prayers were answered right here. But I was really bummed out that Desperado is the only 4K. However, those other two movies, El Mariachi and Once Upon a Time in Mexico, they wouldn't really gain that much, especially since Once Upon a Time in Mexico is such a digitally shot movie. It would be a waste of a 4K scan. And then with El Mariachi, I mean, it's so limited in the technology because it was such a affordable movie to make. It was so, not to say cheaply made, but I mean, it was a very, very, very small budget that the 4K couldn't probably improve any more than a Blu-ray scan could. So, and that's why, kids, that's why you don't always need a 4K, that the Blu-rays are still good in 2024. Anyway, did you pick up the Mexico Trilogy? What did you think? Down in the comments below of this box, of this Arrow Barnes & Noble sale. What did you pick up? What should I keep? What should I maybe pass on? Just, you know, let me know down in the comments below. Like I said, let's figure out these movies together. Are these movies worth watching and owning, or is it maybe I should watch and then keep? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. If you like more Blu-ray, physical media hunting, let me know down in the comments below so we can produce more of those. I had a lot of fun doing that. And remember, if you are not supporting physical media in 2024, do you really care about cinema? Other than that, I'll see you next time.